Hello, friends. Let's look at more medical words or words that have to do with injuries, diseases, bodies, and medicine, starting with different letters of the alphabet. Hello, my name is Nandini, and I'm doing this as part of the Alphabet Superset Creative Challenge. But that's not important. Let's get straight into our presentation. Now, I already went over the first letter, letter A, in my previous video, but it took such a long time that I thought, let me make another video for B and C and D and E, but I will stop there. So let's see how fast we can do the rest of the words. Now, warning, I will be putting up some pictures, especially for the letter B, that have to do with the body. There will be some cuts, some other unpleasant pictures. So if you don't like that, please don't worry. You don't have to watch this video. Instead, look at the description of the video for a list of words, and you can search for the words in your own time. So we looked at A in our previous video, so please subscribe and go to that. We looked at ache, allergy, ambulance, antibiotic, anxiety, and appointment. We also went over the definitions. Now let's look at B. B is for bandage. Okay, so the first word is bandage. Number 2, blister. Blister. Number 3, blood pressure. Blood pressure. Now in India, people often talk about blood pressure by shortening it to BP. You know, mujhe BP ho gaya, या फिर something like that, right? So BP is short for blood pressure. Number 4, boil. Boil. Number 5, bruise. Bruise. Number 6, burn. Burn. Now let's take a look at these words, and you'll see some pictures that come up as well. First, we have a bandage, right? A bandage is something that you wrap around to make sure that your bones are in place, the bones inside your body, that they don't move. Or you can also wrap a bandage around a cut or a wound of some sort. When your skin is peeled off, right? You might have to put a bandage around yourself. Now, along with this, I should also include Band-Aid, right? Band-Aid is maybe an American word. People also say plaster, and these are used for small cuts. They're waterproof. Waterproof means water doesn't go inside, right? And they're also very helpful. Okay, number 2, we have blister. Blister. I got some blisters on my toes after wearing my new heels, right? Blister. You can see the picture here. Next, we have blood pressure. That is the pressure of the blood. I think this is a heart condition when your blood pressure can be high or your blood pressure can be low. Low means that your heart is beating slowly. It's pushing the blood around your body in a very slow way. And high blood pressure, I think, now I'm not a doctor, but I think it's when your heart beats fast and it works very, very hard. Your heart is working very hard to push the blood around your body. Next, we have boil. A boil. A boil is not a pimple, but it kind of looks similar. You can see the picture over here. This is a boil. Okay, number 5, we have a bruise. A bruise is when you hit yourself, you hit a part of your body, and the skin becomes a different color. Usually it becomes purple or brown. Sometimes it can also become green, right? It changes color because inside your blood vessels have been cut, right? Inside your body, not outside. There's no cut outside, but your blood vessels inside were damaged. So the color of your skin changes. And when you press a bruise, right? Press a bruise, it usually hurts. So don't press any bruises. And we also have burn, right? Burn. You will burn your hand if you touch boiling water, right? Boiling water. Now remember, this boil is a noun. It's a thing that grows out of your skin, right? On your skin, that's a noun. Whereas this is a burn, right? You can burn yourself by touching something hot. And you can also get sunburnt. Sunburnt, that's when the sun burns your skin, right? It burns your skin and your skin starts to peel. For some people, their skin starts to peel. And for other people, their skin becomes a darker color. Okay, so let's look at how to use these words as nouns and verbs. Right, bandage. Bandage is a noun, it's a thing. I wrapped a bandage around my arm. Wrapped a bandage, noun. You can also say, oh, you have to bandage that, right? Although that's not very common. Next, we have blister. Blister is a noun and it's also a verb, right? My skin was blistering from the heat. Does that happen? I know people talk about blistering cold and yeah, blistering cold, but that's something different, right? Your skin can blister. Can blister, that means it can do the verb, right? To blister. But you can also have a blister. I've got a few blisters on my toes after walking in uncomfortable shoes all day. Blister. Next, blood pressure, that's a noun. My blood pressure is high. My blood pressure is low. My blood pressure is normal. Hopefully, your blood pressure is normal. Okay, and then boil, as I said, is a noun. It's a thing. And bruise can also be an action, right? I bruised my head when I hit the wall. There's a wall. I accidentally hit the wall and I bruised my head, right? Bruised, I bruised, it's an action, to bruise something. You bruise yourself and then you get a bruise or you have a bruise, right? You have a thing, a bruise. So it's a noun and a verb. Same thing with burn, right? Hey, what's that? Oh, it's a burn. I burnt myself while cooking, right? Burned my hand. This is a burn. And the pot burnt me. The pot burnt my finger. Burn is also an action. Now in the next video, we're going to be looking at the letter C. As you can see here, there are many, many, many words. So I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Please leave any questions you have in the comments below. And if you know other words with the letter B that can be useful for medicine and for health and your body, please share them in the comments for the learners who are at a beginner or intermediate level. We're only covering beginner and intermediate level words right now because, of course, we can think of many, many, many words, right? So that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Nandini, and please subscribe for more videos. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye.